Hey guys, this is Ambi from underdogchance.com, and in today's video I will share my NHL picks for Friday from my private NHL betting model that I rebuilt this season with new features, and I will also show you something new that I added from the last video 2 days or 3 days ago, and I will also show you the whole process, how I find the bets with this betting model. Okay, as I already mentioned, NHL is not the most friendly market for me, especially because of my location. Because in NHL, goal is very important. For example, yesterday we saw how the line moves once we have the final goalie information, but this is one problem for many bettors that are not located in Canada and USA, because you need to wait for this information, and it is practically not possible if you have a good lifestyle, unless you don't sleep whole nights. But let's go to today's games, okay? And I will simply start with the first game, Tampa Bay Lightning against Carolina Hurricanes. I have couple of websites where you can find goalie information, and sometimes these informations are not the same. Okay, so we always try to predict who will start the game. So Tampa Bay Lightning against Carolina, we have Andrei Vasilevsky, Frederik Andersen, and here we have the same Vasilevsky Andersen. You can, if you go to Google and just type starting goalies, daily starting goalies or projected goalies in NHL, you will find I don't know 5-6 websites where you can find different information, and you try to find what is the most probable goal. And for this game, I believe that Vasilevsky and Frederik Andersen are most probable. Okay, and based on my projection, so I can select the goalies, right? So I will go to Vasilevsky. So when I type the teams or select the team, Tampa Bay, Carolina Hurricanes, I have Vasilevsky and Andersen. Carolina, they are playing at home, so I will have a home field advantage. I'm using decimal odds. I could also use American odds, and then I would type American odds, and then the betting model will calculate me winning percentages, my projected odds. I also have projected American odds, and then I type bookmakers odds. Okay, so the bookmakers odds are 2.16, 1.78, right? And the total is set at 6. And I will show you for the total one new feature that I added for our members in our masterclass. And I will try to share as much as possible projections with you on YouTube channel, but those will probably not be final bets or final projections, because I will do these projections early in the morning in Europe. So you should have this betting model to update the lineups, the goalies, because with this you will get different probabilities. I will just show you one example. Let's say that we take some other, I don't know, some other goalie, Soderblom or some Lankinen. You see, the projections are different, right? So these numbers are changing. Okay, so I'll just, you see, the numbers are changing, right? In the settings, I also give a little bit less power to goalie stats, because when I make projections, I don't have the final goal. So going with a little bit more weight with team stats. Okay. So if you have this betting model, if you're our masterclass member, you can change this and use balance approach 0505, for example. But you will also get a little bit different projections, of course, because of that, because I have my own rankings for the goalies, which I explained in my previous video. Because with goalies, you can have different statistics, and some statistics are affected by how the team plays. For example, expected goals. And then we also have some statistics which will tell you a little bit more about the individual quality of a goalie, right? And how many goals he will receive, or how many goals he can receive, is combination of both, right? How the teams plays, high danger chances they allow, and his ability to save them. Okay, so this is a little bit more complex to put together, because we have goalies who played for one team, and they are playing for another team, and the team that they played previously, they had a different style, they allowed different shots, and so on. Okay, we also have different statistics for NHL games, where where you can take a look at shots on goal, and many other things. Okay, but I will leave this for some next time. NHL is definitely one of the toughest markets out there. But let's go with the information we have right now. So, based on my projections, Carolina Hurricanes will or should have 67.05% of chance to win this game. I think they also have two questionable players, Gensel and I don't know, some other player. We can also check it here, right? Line combos. So Jake Gensel and Luke Glendening, okay? They are both day to day. I think day to day, right? They're both day to day. I think I have both of them in my lineups for Tampa Bay. So this is also included. If we take those two players, there will also be change in projected probability. So if you live in Canada, if you live in USA, if you wait for this information and once they will play, you can put them in the lineup, or you take them away and you will get a little bit different projections. Okay, so everything affects on the game, but you have the ability to create your analysis with the information that you have. Okay, so based on my projections, Carolina is qualified bet. So I would simply copy this and paste it here. I already did this, okay? And the process was same for the rest of the games, okay? So those were my projected thoughts. Chicago Blackhawks against Winnipeg Jets, Soderblom against Connor Hellebuck. Based on my projections, Winnipeg should have 71.31% of chance, which gives me the odds of 1.40, bookmakers 1.41, which is the same. My projected total 6.02. Those are projected goals for Blackhawks and 3.55 for Winnipeg. Those are rough numbers, of course, and then this is bookmakers total. Okay, here we have the difference between my projected numbers, bookmakers numbers, and there is not enough difference. I have my own criteria what bet is qualified or not. Then we have St. Louis against Vegas Golden Knights. As you see, serious bookmakers don't have the odds yet for this game. There might be some changes, maybe some injuries, something else, maybe something with the goalie. Some soft bookmakers already have these odds. You can check some soft bookmakers if there is discrepancy. If you want to try or risk, you can use these numbers. But usually when we don't have the odds yet, usually there is a reason, not usually, but every single time there is a reason why serious bookmakers who allow you to bet a little bit more money, they play it seriously and they are waiting for the latest information or some new information, or sometimes they wait also for maybe some inside information or something like that, and then they put the odds out, but usually they also move the line very quickly because professional bettors who have sports betting models, they already have their own probabilities, for example, like this, right? So if you are a serious bettor, you should have your own probabilities even before bookmakers open their odds, right? So you have your probability. Let's say that this is my probability, my projected odds, and let's say I say, okay, Vegas Golden Knights for me is minus 160. So I will wait now what will be the price when bookmakers open the line. And if they open the line at, I don't know, minus 120 on Vegas Golden Knights, I will see a value immediately on Vegas Golden Knights if my betting model is correct. And then I will bet on this. I would bet on this, in this case, for example, minus 110 or minus 120, because there would be probably enough discrepancy. And then bookmakers would see that these professional sharp bettors are betting on this line, and then they will start moving the line immediately, right? This is how it works. And then those people who follow picks, who don't make analysis, who read news, read trends, I don't know, then they would be much later and will always pay higher price, or in other words, they will get worse odds, and in the long run, this is how they will lose. So this is why it's a little bit more complex, with especially with NHL and all this information, and bookmakers are waiting. The same story is with NBA as well, because of injuries, right? We saw last season, for example, there was 10 games in NBA, and I don't know, at this time in Europe, I saw only three games available to bet, and 7 games. Bookmakers are waiting for the latest information, who will play, if George Paul will play, Paul George, or if some other players, LeBron James will play. LeBron James was, for example, was day to day every single game, right? So you never know if he will play or he will not play, and this will affect on the line, on the spread. And the sharp bettors who live in the right location, they can wait on this information, then they can bet. Okay, but at the end of the day, you need to have a tool which can calculate and will take this information into account. So those are my projections for this game. Okay, and then we have Philadelphia Flyers, Vancouver Canucks. This is something I wanted to show you. I added one new feature from last video. So Philadelphia Flyers against Vancouver Canucks. We have Samuel Ersson against Kevin Lankinen. So if we check, so I'll go back. If we check the goalies, so as I said, there's many sites. Daily Faceoff, they have Samuel Ersson against Kevin Lankinen. Goalie Post on the other side, they have Ivan Fedotov and Artur Silo. So you really don't know who will start. So you have two options. You can reproject the lines with all 4 combinations. So the first combination is Ersson against Lankinen. The second would be Ersson against Silos. The third would be Lankinen against Fedotov. 3, right? This is all. So those two, Lankin against this one. So those would be all options. Or you can, and if we don't have the goalies, we can simply add average here to get final projections. Okay, but I want to show you something else here. The totals, right? Based on my projections, if those two players start, right, Ersson and Lankinen, the projected total is at 5.93, because I also have here goalies weight at 0.3. And if we take those two teams, I put in the betting model, and I will take average, because we don't have Fedotov yet, because he doesn't have enough minutes played. And if goalie didn't play enough minutes, I think I have 1,000 or something like that. This is minimum. Then you can put average. The same is with Silovs. Those are the players that didn't have played enough games or enough minutes in last year or two. So Silos is also not here. So if I put 2 league average not pitchers, but the goalies, then I get 5.99, 5.93. If I go to settings and I say, okay, I will go with much bigger, okay, the total would be at 6.4, right? So if, let's say, we would rely only on goalies, then this would be much higher, because Ersson and Lankinen are better, and this would be much closer to 6.5. But if I stick to my idea, so 0.3 and 0.7, so I give 70% of weight to the team's defense and 30% to goalie's ability, then I would get below 6. Bookmakers total in this case is 6.5, as we see here. 6.5, and I added a new feature here, and I will show you over under table. Okay, so you can type for this game the odds. Okay, so if you use American odds, you type American odds. If you use decimal odds. Okay, so I can check here. Over is a 2.04. Over 6.5 is a 2.04. So over 6.5, this is 2.04, and here 1.84, and my adjusted Kelly criterion formula will highlight me the number. So here I need to. Okay, my adjusted Kelly criterion formula will highlight me the number which is bigger than 1. You can also change this with conditional formatting, but this is just it will highlight where is the value. So there is a value with under 6.5 at the odds of 1.84. Okay, so I will also test these totals this season a little bit to see how these work, but those are all my projections. Okay, so this is, I will delay this. So those are all my projections for today, with a little bit process that and the comments that I make with this. So Tampa Bay, Carolina. Carolina is a value for 2 unit because this number is above 2, and those are the rules that I set for this season. Chicago, Winnipeg, there is no value. St. Louis Blues, Vegas Golden Knights, there's still no odds. And for this game, so I'm speculating, right? This is speculation. Erson Lankinen, if they will go with Fedotov and Silovs, then I will probably roast it here. And this is a problem. This is why NHL is not friendly for me, because I live in different locations. But I have created this betting model, and those who live in USA and Canada, they can use it later, and you can adjust it, and then later, if you have another information, you can stay away, or something like that. Okay, you can also play with these settings so you can make your own on ideas and numbers. Okay, so those are all my projections for today. We can also check the results so far. Boston, I had 4 qualified bets so far. Three wins, 1 loss, 2.61 units, but the closing line are negative. Okay, especially yesterday. If I delete yesterday's odds, still negative. The reason are, of course, the goalies, right? Pittsburgh, nobody knew who will play for Pittsburgh yesterday, so they changed from Jerry to Blomqvist. And for Toronto, it wasn't Stollards. Hildeway, or I don't know how to pronounce. Let's check it. Yes, Hildeby. He was playing. So a rookie goalie or new goalie. Of course, the lines drop on New Jersey Devils, and with Pittsburgh, from Tristan Jarry to Joel Blomqvist, the odds went down. The market reacted, but based on my betting model, if we have a league average pitcher, not pitcher, goalie, there would still be value both with Toronto and with Pittsburgh, because the betting model would take 70% of team stats and 30% of goalie stats. And with Blomqvist and with Hildeby, we don't have enough statistics. So by default, we can take league average number, and there was still value based on my projections. Okay, so I made factors for the goalies where 1 is average, below 1 is better goalie than league average, and above 1 is worse than league average. Okay, so those are the comments for NHL. But as I said, I will try to make the videos. I will also try to share some of these projections on my Twitter or on my website. But definitely these screenshots I will share in our Discord group, and I hope that some other members will give me feedback how this works, because practically I am not sure if I can do this whole season, especially because I don't have all the information until midnight, until 1 in the morning, and at this point of my life, I don't need to do this. So life is more important than betting. Always build your betting around your life, not your life around sports betting. Okay, because the life balance is always the most important. Okay, but still, I hope it is helpful. The video is again a little bit longer, and I hope you got some value. I hope you got some ideas, and whatever decide to take, I wish you good luck. Always remember, never blindly follow anyone, including me, because we are not the same. We don't have the same bankroll. We don't have the same IQ, EQ, and we don't have same location. And always try to find your own way. Focus on the betting knowledge. Focus on your sports betting models. Focus on understanding the numbers, and you will win in the long run. Okay. One very important thing as well. Two, basically, I want to say two more things. Okay. I was thinking about this in last days. Many times I see people who have basic betting model, they struggle with copy pasting, they struggle with basic things, regression analysis, with drop down menus, with understanding one basic betting model. And then they have the idea. So the first thing is, once you start using betting models, this is completely out of your mind, because then you can say what I was doing for all these years, right? Because with betting model you can do so many things. Okay, when I started creating this NHL betting model 2025, there was basically thousand ways how I could do it. Okay, so basically in any direction I could go. Okay, you can make your own statistics, you can make your own expected goals, you can take advanced statistics from other sites, you can combine different sites, you can create goal rankings, you can take last 10 games, last 3 years. You can do whatever you want. You can go with team statistics, you can go with player statistics, you can go with shots. So you calculate how many shots one team puts another team, and then you calculate the shots difference, then from the save percentage, and you have one projections. You can also go with Corsi Fenwick. From this you can create shots and pressure they put on the other team, and vice versa. And then from this you can get projected goals. You can go with expected goals. You can include power play. You can include penalty kill. There's basically thousands ways how to build this betting model, right? But the thing I see, one big mistake I see from bettors who start using betting models, and they are excited, which is great, but first learn and use these betting models without mistake. Okay, so if I wake you up in 3 in the morning, you know exactly how to do it in your mind before you start. Hey, could you add this? Who? Hey, could you? I don't know. Could you add? I don't know. Power play. Hey, could you add this and that? Guy, first be good at copy pasting, then be good at finding mistakes, be good at understanding every single function, every single formula before you go to the next ideas. We all have ideas, right? But if you don't have good fundamentals, if you don't understand basic things, right? What are the basic things? For example, creating factors, some regression analysis, drop down menus, rankings, distributions, calculating probabilities, decimal odds, American odds. Uh, If I wake you up in the 3 in the morning, you need to know how to calculate American odds and decimal odds. You need to know how to find the formula. You don't need to you don't need to remember this, but you must understand that you can go here, copy this, and you must understand what you can do with this formula. Okay, those are all basic things. There is basically 6 7 basic things, and with all these 6 7 basic things you can create almost every single betting model, right? For every single sport. Of course, some sports are a little bit more complex, but there is always some advanced statistics which you can take, so you don't need to find or discover hot water. Okay, but with the basic things that I teach, you can make your own betting model. Okay, don't try to discover new things before you don't understand these basic things. Okay, this is one thing. The second thing, which is also very important, and this is one of the biggest tragedy in sports betting world, I see. Um, I see so many smart people, they know everything. Okay, when you put betting model, when you when, I have a friend. Okay, so he's very smart. Okay, he's very smart. He understands coding, he understands math, he understands statistics, he's betting, but he never make any money. Okay, why? Because when you show him betting model, he understands everything. He always have the comments, what should be done, what should be this, everything, but he never puts the work in. Okay, many of these people, very smart people, are so lazy, they don't put any work. Okay, they're very smart, they work in some company, in they are coding or they do something like that, and then they are angry, bitter, they're pessimistic, skeptical, they play video games at home, and they have very high IQ, but they never make money, and they always comment, they always ask others, hey, you can do this, you can do that, and they you will never see their work. And this is a big tragedy, because there are so many much smarter guys than me, and many so smart people out there who are lazy, who are negative, who are skeptical, uh, and because of that they never put the work in. They rather play video games than, I don't know, sit in front of computer, go through the analysis, do daily work, do daily projections, do copy paste, calculate the numbers every single day. I do this for 25 years. Every single day I sit down, I calculate numbers. When things are not going well, I simply try to rebuild, upgrade, improve. But I do this every single day for, I don't know, last 25 years. And many so smart people, they are not willing to do this work. And I was working, I had a kid, I had family, I had everything. So the time was not a problem. Time is not a problem if you have priorities, right? Time is never a problem. This is the biggest fail in because people will say, I don't have time. We all have time. We have only different priorities. Okay, Elon Musk has 25 hours, Bill Gates has 25 hours, I have 20 hours, you have 20 hours, 24 hours. So now the question is what you're willing to do in these 24 hours. Of course, if you play video games for 2 hours, of course, this is something you need, but don't say that you don't have time. Some people will go skateboarding, some people will go. So you cannot have in 24 hours. It is not possible to be expert in 5 things or play 5 sports. It is simply not possible. If you decide to be sports better, then this is something we need to do on a daily basis, every single day for 1 hour, 2 hour. And I see so many smart people bitter, angry, broke, without money, and only because they don't have the right mindset. Okay, I cannot even imagine how much money they could make if they just change the mindset. Because with this friend, I see he knows much more than me. I don't understand all the things that he's talking about statistics, about coding, about programming, about Python. I don't know these things, but he is negative, he's skeptical, he's pessimistic, he doesn't want to do the dirty work. And because of this, uh, he is simply not making money. Sports betting didn't wasn't a benefit for him in his life, and this is a big tragedy. I see so many smart people. You will never see their work. You will never see their spreadsheets. You will never see their daily work. Okay, so if you follow me, I do this. So since I opened this website 7 years, every single day, projections, numbers, every single fucking day, and they will not do this. They maybe start 1 week, maybe 1 month, and then they go back to playing, I don't know, World of Warcraft. I don't know what are they playing right now, what is popular on PlayStation, or they do something else, I don't know. Okay, and this is a big tragedy. So 2 things. Okay, if you're exciting about sports betting models, first learn fundamentals, basics, master them, and then you will see this will be a huge in the future. This will be huge advantage for you. Okay, because you cannot be the same. If you just started right now with sports betting models and numbers, of course you cannot be the same like me, who is doing this for 25 years. But if you want to be better, you need to make projections every single day, the same task every single day, the numbers. Because once you do this practice, you will become better, faster. You will see the mistakes, you will get more ideas. Okay, but if you don't do this on a daily basis, this dirty, boring work, you will not become better, because you will make mistakes. There will be some mistake that, hey, MB, what is going on here? I don't see. Of course, because you make 3 projections in 1 year. I do this for 25 years. You need to sit down every single day and you need to make analysis every single day. Okay, if this is not for you, okay, I understand. I'm not forcing you to play piano, or I'm not forcing you to play a guitar. I am also not for a guitar. If someone will tell me, can you play a guitar, probably I can play, but will I train every single day? I will not. Of course, I will not be good at playing a guitar. But if I go to my coach for playing a guitar, he would tell me, okay, if you want to play a guitar, that's your choice. I didn't force you to play a guitar, but if you want to play a guitar, you need to play and train a guitar every single day. That's your wish, not mine, right? I'm just a coach. I can tell you what you need to do, right? And it is up to you if you will do. If I will say, okay, I will not play a guitar, I will play video games, that's your choice, okay? But you need to understand that you will never be good at playing a guitar. And the same is in sports betting. If you don't do projections every single day, if you don't do the numbers, you will not be as good as those who do this, right? And this is not something special that I said right now. And the second thing, fix your mindset first, okay? Because I see so many smart people, and the only barrier is their mindset, okay? They never do the work. They're always skeptical, pessimistic, negative, and this is a tragedy. This is, of course, real different. And I also saw average people. I know a person who didn't know anything about the math. Even he even had problems with calculating the numbers. And after 1 year, he was positive. He was doing every single day projections, reading books, every single advice that helped me. I'm not telling anyone what to do. In 1 year, he was starting making money, and then I received a message that he made almost six figures in 1 year. So it is completely crazy. The guy who was not that smart, who was struggling with basic things, made almost six figures with sports betting. On the other side, I see constantly people very smart, know everything about the numbers, statistics. They always know what you should do, what you should change, what the ideas. But when you ask them, do you have your any work? Do you have anything? No, I play video games. Well, this is how it is. Okay. Okay, that's another long video, but this is how it is. So if you don't like the video, just cancel it. You can unsubscribe. You also got the picks for today, but I felt that I had to say this. Okay, maybe it will help someone, okay, even if this is for one person, because everything I do on my channel, on my website, it is not about picks. I think picks are completely dumb, okay. But I know that this is the only way to attract people, or that people will hear me, and then maybe small percentage will see the message or hear the message. And my goal is always transformation, okay. So from losing better to winning better, okay. And this is not going to happen with picks, okay. It is a personal transformation, which is combination of the right mindset, of the right tools which I gave you, the right teachings, the right knowledge, daily work, and so on, okay. So that's it from me today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.